Hello, hello, Urmila. Hello, Monisha. Hello, guys. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Very
Good
good.
evening, sir.
Right. So the discussion is about GST. And what did we discuss yesterday in GST? What did we discuss?
Levy on GST.
Hmm. Okay. What did we discuss?
Levy of GST.
Levy of
CGST.
CGST. Okay. In that, what?
Section 9, subsection 1,
Hmm.
intrastate supplies.
Hmm. What do you know about Section 9?
Section 9, CGST, sir.
Yeah, man. Tell me the contents of Section 9. What does Section 9 say? What does Section 9 say? What, man? Why there is silence? What, Manisha?
Yes, sir.
What does Section 9 say?
Section 9(3) says about the reverse charge.
Okay, what does 9(1) say?
9(1).
9(1) says that we will charge
Intrastate supplies.
on intrastate supplies. Central Government Act says that intrastate supplies
Sir,
of
your screen.
are GST. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
I think I clearly gave you the diagram. Where's the diagram? I think in the slide I showed you in the slide. What did I show in the slide? In the slide I showed you that section 9(1) says that we will charge CGST on intrastate sale. Okay?
Yes, sir.
9(1). 9(2) is not there. 9(3). What does 9(3) say?
Reverse charge mechanism.
It says that on certain cases we will charge on reverse charge, sir, but I did not teach you reverse charge because that's a separate chapter. We will deal with it. Okay. Right? What does 9(4) say? What does 9(4) say? 9(4) also talks about
Reverse charge
for
basis.
reverse charge basis only, but this is unregistered dealers to registered dealer.
Registered dealers.
Okay? Reverse charge
Yes,
basis.
sir.
Okay? Then 9(5) says that electronic commerce operator in case of notified services we talked about. Okay, done. 9(5) I
Yes, sir.
discussed. 9(4), 9(3) I did not discuss. Okay? Why? Because they are separate chapters. So we will deal them in the separate chapters. Okay?
Okay.
Then yesterday we talked about composite service and mixed service.
Mixed supply.
Mixed supply. What is a mixed supply? Sai Krishna.
It's
Hmm. Go ahead.
mixed supply. It's a naturally bundled.
Is the keyword in case of
Contingencies.
the keyword in case of mixed supply is composite supply is it is a
It's naturally bundled.
it is natural bundle. Okay, whereas in case of mixed supply it is combination. It's a combination of
Combination.
of services and supplies, right? That is, you have to identify with those words, guys. Make sense? That's what we
Yes.
discussed in this class. And then what did we say? We said that in case of mixed supply, what rate will be applicable? GST? What GST
The
rate?
highest rate of
Highest rate will be applicable. Yes, make sense?
Yes, sir.
And what about the other one?
principal
In case of
object rate.
in case of
Composite supply.
in case of composites, in case of composite, you should find the principal supply and the principal supply rate will be applicable. Guys, make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now the discussion related to the composition scheme. Now we are discussing something called composition scheme. Let's see what is this composition scheme. This composition scheme is about composition scheme is, like I told you, sir, everybody says that GST is a complicated, it is complicated, many returns have to be filed. Input tax credit, what is input tax credit? Commerce students, BCom students, you only don't know what is input tax credit. How will the bakery person, a provision store person, the medical store person will know? How they will know? They will not know. Right? How will a carpenter who manufactures these tables will know what is input tax credit? Guys, getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
He has to pay tax. Yearly he is making business more than 20 lakhs. A carpenter makes furniture and he sells furniture. His turnover is more than 20 lakhs. But he has no idea. He can't hire chartered accountants. Chartered accountant itself will take 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs fees if you hire him. Guys, getting it or not? Yeah, input
Yes,
tax,
sir.
monthly returns, quarterly returns, 6 months returns, yearly returns, consolidated return. Who will bear all this headache? So, welcome to composite scheme. They have given something called composite scheme, composition levy. Okay, in composition levy, they have helped lot of small business players, okay, to not to worry about this GST. We will make your life easy. Okay, Urmila, are you in a position to read today?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, your screen.
Ah,
Composition levy. I know we understood that the GST law involves lot of rules and complaints. Many
no,
small
it will
actors
not work.
may not be in a position to take the
Right,
button.
may not work for us. We're not getting your voice.
What, sir?
We're not getting your voice. Breaking. Should I give it to Monisha?
Sir,
Yeah. Manisha?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Composition levy. By now we understood that the GST law invoices lot of rules and compliance.
Hmm.
Many small taxpayers may not be in the position to take the burden to follow the provisions of GST law, hence a composition scheme has been prescribed.
Hmm.
Section 10 of the CGST Act states that if the registered person's aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year does not exceed 1.5 crore rupees, may instead of paying tax pay an amount calculated as per a prescribed percentage.
Hmm.
Below is the composition scheme rate. Composition scheme rate applicable GST rate
Hmm.
for manufacture CGST 1%, SGST 1%, total
Wait,
GST
wait, wait.
2%.
What? Sai Krishna, you want to say something here? Hmm?
Yes, sir. You
What?
continue.
No. I thought you will say that. 0.5%, 0.5%. That's how much?
1.
1%. Manufacture how much?
1%.
1%, 0.5% and 0.5%. CGST 0.5%, SGST
SGST 0.5%.
0.5%. Are you getting a? Give me one more second, guys.
Yes.
So go ahead. Yeah. Make sense? So how much is that? 1%. And trader of goods? Same 0.5%, 0.5%, 1%. And suppliers of restaurant services? This is simple. It is restaurant services. Restaurant services 2.5 and 2.5. Service providers also can, service providers are also covered under compensation scheme now. Okay, even service providers are also allowed to go under composition scheme. Okay, so this new diagram, I'm going to give you a new diagram. You will remember, pretty simple. Manufacturers 0.5, 0.5, traders 0.5, 0.5, restaurants 2.5, 2.5. That is why no wonder you go to any restaurant, Shanti Sagar, Udupi Sagar, anywhere, you take a bill, you will see there 5% GST. Yes or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or not, right? So that is 5% is the one they have given. Okay. Now, so there is a change here. There's a change in the provision. We will talk about this in a short while. Okay. Now go ahead. Hmm.
Third point, sir.
Oh.
A reduced limit of rupees 1 crore for states of Jammu and Kashmir and Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand, they have made this limit as 1
1
crore.
crore.
And
A reduced limit of 75 lakh rupees have
Hmm.
been kept for special category states, that is Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura, Sikkim and Himachal Pradesh.
right, for these guys, they have kept this rate as the limit as 75 lakhs. So here we said they can charge composition scheme up to 1.5 crores, but that is been changed to 1 crore and 75 lakhs as the case may be. Does it make sense, guys? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now go ahead. Notes.
Notes: composition scheme is can provide service up to rupees 5 lakh or 10% of turnover.
Wait. Sir, I am a electronic items dealer. My turnover is 75 lakhs. Guys, getting it?
Yes, sir.
Can I opt composition scheme? Can I opt composition scheme? Can I? What,
Yes,
guys?
sir.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
But when a customer comes, they buy the television from me and I tell them this is a wall mount television. We will keep it on the wall. For installation, I charge 2000 rupees. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
That means what? I am also providing service. Getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
Since you are providing service, okay, so in composition scheme, traders and manufacturers can provide how much? Can provide services up to 5 lakh or 10% of turnover. Is this understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? Urmila, you followed this?
Yes, sir.
Right? So you can also provide service up to 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs. So only manufacture means not only manufacture service, also you provide, no problem. Sir, I am manufacturer of washing machines. Along with the washing machine, if anybody purchases, I give them installation also, service also I provide. I also provide service of after sale service. Okay, up to 1 year I give them warranty, or more than 1 year I give them I am giving service. So can I provide service also? Yes, up to 10% of your turnover you can provide service also. You will still come under composition scheme. Guys, getting it?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, next.
Composition scheme is not applicable to interstate supplies of goods.
So, my dear friends, if you are supplying interstate, then you can't opt for composition scheme. Next,
Composition scheme is not applicable to supplies of goods through ECOs.
Amazon, Myntra. If you are supplying goods through ECO, electronic commerce operators, Online. If you are doing business online, then also a composition scheme is not applicable to you. Go ahead.
Composition scheme is not applicable to manufacture of the following goods: ice cream, pan masala, tobacco, and manufacture tobacco substitutes.
Hmm. So what is that they are saying? It's not applicable for ice creams, pan masalas. Here also, this is not applicable. Next.
Persons who are required to pay tax under reverse charge cannot opt to pay such reverse charge under composition scheme.
Right. So if you are supposed to pay GST, reverse charge, we are yet to discuss. But remember this, I will bring this again. You can't pay opt for, if you are paying GST under reverse charge, composition scheme is not applicable to you. Go ahead.
Where a registered person has a multiple line of business, then he has to opt for composition levy for all the business or none of the business.
Right. If you are doing business, if Monisha has a medical store, she has a electronic shop, she has a cell phone shop, 3 shops she has, then you are into multiple lines. The total turnover of all the businesses will be considered for deciding composition scheme. Are you getting it? Guys, make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right, go ahead.
The composition scheme shall lapse with effect from the date on which the aggregate turnover exceeds 1.5 crore during the financial year.
Right. So the moment you cross 1.5 crores, sir, I thought I was paying tax under composition scheme because last year it was 1 crore. This year also I thought it will be 1 crore. So I started paying GST under composition scheme. But due to unexpected demand for my products, the turnover crossed 1.5 crores. So up to 1.5 crores composition scheme. After that, regular GST. You guys getting it?
Yes, sir.
Next.
Persons opting composition scheme shall not collect tax.
That means what? For example, accounting minds is selling books, let's assume. Okay. And you guys buy books. So on the book, when I give you a bill, 50 rupees book plus GST, I cannot put. So I will charge customer whatever I will charge. On the total sale, I will have to pay GST. That's all. I should not show anything to the customer saying that this much is the GST. Are you getting it or not? So that is why, my friends, when you go for small kirana shops and all, you see GST under composition scheme, neither they will give bill nor they will write anything as GST collected anywhere. But they are paying GST under what?
Composition scheme.
Composition scheme. Make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Persons opting composition scheme shall not take input tax credit.
Last class we discussed what is input tax credit and we told how you can get advantage. Okay, already I paid 18,000. So now I have to pay 27,000. 27,000 when I am paying, I will reduce the input tax credit. That facility is not available for
Composition scheme.
So that means what? If Nitya or Monisha, if Monisha is operating a medical store, she purchased 1 lakh rupees of medicines. She paid 18,000 GST. Right? Total 1 lakh 18,000. This 18,000 previously she was supposed to get ITC. Now she will not get ITC credit. Now these 1 lakh medicines, 1 lakh rupees medicines, she is selling for 1 lakh 50,000. Are you getting it or not? On this, neither she will not charge any GST. Customers will not pay any GST. On this 1,50,000, she has to pay how much GST? 1%. That is 1,500 rupees must be paid by her as GST. That's it, matter is closed. No input tax credit, you have to pay. Sir, I paid already 18,000. That's your problem. Why have you opted for composition scheme? Guys, getting it?
Yes, sir.
What's I? What Urmila?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, what is the new rule that has come? The new rule that has come is for composition scheme in case of services. Okay. In case of supplier of service also, composition scheme has been given. I will give you a new diagram for that. For services, they have put 50 lakhs as the limit. So up to 50 lakhs. Here they have given 1.5 crores. But whereas for services like accounting minds, like coaching centers, like beauty parlors, like your what do you call it? Painters, chartered accountants, right? For them, what is the composition levy? The composition levy is, how much is that? Up to 50 lakhs turnover. You can pay GST on composition levy basis, and the rate is 6%, 3% GST, SGST, and 3%, 3% CGST. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Previously, what did we say? We said service providers cannot opt for composition scheme. Now, service providers also can opt for GST, and the rate is 3% and 3%, total 6%. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
For
Yes,
these
sir.
people, traders, manufacturers, the limit is 1.5 crores. For service providers, it is 50 lakhs. Is getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means what? If accounting minds students join for accounting minds, and in this 2019-20 totally we collected 30 lakhs fees, then on 30 lakhs to students we don't charge any GST, but we pay how much? 6% we pay GST. Are you getting 1,80,000? Yeah, 1,80,000 we pay as GST. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because we are service providers. Make sense? Make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, certain tricky questions could be asked, okay? Especially give me 1 second. Fair enough. me 1 more minute. Go ahead, fair enough. So we discussed this validity of composition scheme. Read the validity of composition scheme.
Yes, sir. It is valid as long as above conditions are fulfilled.
Okay.
Whenever the above conditions are failed, the registered person shall file an intimation for withdrawal in the scheme in the form of GST CMP 04 within 7 days.
Right. So that means which condition if you are failing? Oh, conditions you did not read, is it? Okay, go ahead. Read the conditions first. I thought we completed conditions. Okay. Procedure. So let's read from here. Up to 10th point you studied, right? You discussed up to 10th point, is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So continue with this procedure of composition scheme.
Composition scheme is not applicable to casual taxable person and non-resident taxable person.
Right. Who is a casual taxable person? Sai, can you tell us? Can you tell us? Hmm?
Sorry, sir.
No? Manisha, any idea?
No, sir.
Okay. Just imagine, okay? I am from Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, just imagine. From Jammu and Kashmir, I am bringing woolen clothes to Bengaluru. Okay, and I am opening an exhibition. Kashmir wool sweaters or woolen clothes. I am putting an exhibition. I will be there in Bengaluru for 30 days exhibition. I will definitely make sales more than 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs. Again, I will go away. I will again come in 2021 winter. Are you getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
I am a casual taxable person. I don't have a set of place. From Bangalore, I will go to Chennai. From Chennai, I will go to Trivandrum. From Trivandrum, I will go to Hyderabad. I will be moving. I don't have one place of business. Are you getting it or not? In Jammu and Kashmir, whatever I am doing. But other places, I am a casual taxable person. Are you following it?
Yes, sir.
Right? Similarly, sometimes non-resident will be there. For example, let us imagine our Sai, not Sai, maybe someone else. Okay, some person from US. Okay, he comes to India. He comes to India and he want to see whether in India he can do business or not. So what he will do, he is a non-resident coming to India for 1 month to 6 months, he will do some business. Something. Okay, nowadays even pets are getting some ID codes, RFID codes to their ear or to their neck or something. They will electronically, some gadgets they are fixing so that the pets are not lost. So someone is importing this to India and he is selling. But in India, people will buy or people will not buy, they don't know. So they want to make a trial for 3 or 4 months. If it works, they will float a company and they will stay. If it doesn't work, they will go away. They're non-residents. They will come, try. They may be there, they may not be there. They may try for 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, 3 months, or whatever. Whether they have to pay GST? Yes, under non-resident taxable person. Make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
A casual tax person and non-resident taxable person we will read later. right? That's a small topics are there. We will discuss separately. So they cannot opt for composition scheme. They have separate rules for them. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Procedures, sir.
Okay, so when you're reading the procedure, remember in your mind or take one example. Okay, so Urmila is opening up a jewelry shop. She's making small steps. She's not a very big business woman. She just started the business. Okay, she doesn't want to fall under the headache of GST process. So what she has to do? Go ahead.
Filing of intimation.
Hmm.
As per Rule 3 of CGST rules, any person who applies for registration and seeks to pay under composition scheme shall file an intimation in Part B of the
She has to file what?
intimation.
Uh,
Intimation
intimidation
in
is a different meaning will come.
sorry sir.
Hmm.
Intimation in Part B of Form GST Register 01.
Right.
The
REG01, Urmila will file one intimation. Sir, I am starting Urmila Jewelries and I would like to pay GST under composition scheme. Go ahead.
The effective date of composition scheme will be from the date of registration.
So whenever they will give the registration, from that day, she is a registered dealer under composition scheme. Next.
A person who is paying tax on regular basis can opt to pay tax under composition scheme by filling an intimation electronically in form of GST CMP 02.
Right. Sir, I thought I will have a business and it will have 5 crores, 10 crores turnover. But unfortunately, due to bad position, my turnover is not crossing 1 crore. So can I now, originally I applied for regular GST. Can I change for composition scheme? Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is the process? What is the process?
The effective date of the
What is
scheme
the
will be
process? Existing registered people, how they can convert into composition scheme?
by filling the intimation electronically
Which for
in form
GST
GST.
CMP 02.
302, right? Next. Hmm.
The effective date of the scheme will be beginning of the financial year in which the intimation is filed.
Right. If in October 31st you are filing the intimation, then your registration will be under composition scheme from April 1st of 2020. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Next.
Conditions and restrictions for composition levy. Rule 5.
Hmm.
Composition scheme is not applicable to casual persons and non-resident taxable person.
You already told that. Next.
Composition scheme is not applicable to manufacture of the following goods: ice cream, pan masala, tobacco, and manufactured tobacco substitutes.
You already told me this. Next.
Persons opting composition scheme shall not take input tax credit.
Oh my God, this is also we finished.
Composition scheme is not applicable to
I don't know why this is repeated so many times. Next.
the words compos
Hmm.
the screen. The words composition taxable person shall be displayed on every notice or on the signboard at the prominent place at his every place of business.
Yeah, if you see in any shop, okay, you think they're, you ask them, do you pay GST? Yeah, we pay GST. Then where is the board? You can ask them. It's the rule. They have to clearly say composition scheme dealer. They have to clearly mention that in the shop. Agree? Hmm.
Yes, sir. No need to file intimation every year.
Once composition, you are a composition dealer. Getting it?
Yes,
Next.
sir.
Hmm.
Validity of composition scheme. It is valid as long as above conditions are fulfilled.
Very nice.
Whenever the above conditions are failed, the registered person shall file an intimation for withdrawal in the scheme in the form GST CMP 04 within 7 days.
Right. Urmila applied for composition scheme assuming that her turnover will be 1 crore or 1.2 crores. But due to excess of demand for her designs, all of a sudden her turnover crossed 1.5 crores. It is now 1.7 crores. So when did it cross 1.5 crores? It's your business. You should know. When did you cross? So the moment you cross that, you have to apply for what? You have to not apply, you have to intimate that, sir, I am doing good business. I will not be under composition scheme within 7 days. Okay. And what is the form you'll file?
GST CMP 04.
Go ahead. Next.
The registered person can withdraw from the scheme by intimating in form GST CMP 04.
Yes. Registered can person can withdraw. That's the same point. It is a repetition. Next.
A proper officer has reason to believe that a registered person is not eligible for the scheme but has been paying tax as per composition scheme, then he can issue a notice in the form number GST CMP 05 to show co- to show cause notice within 15 days of receipt of such notice as to why the scheme cannot be denied.
Right. So Urmila is having a jewelry shop and her turnover is 75 lakhs. Is she eligible for composition scheme? Yeah? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or not?
Yes, sir.
So simply, smartly, whatever sales she is making, she is paying, she comes under a trader, 1% GST she is paying and she is continuing. Good or bad? Correct, she is doing correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
But what she is doing, she is also making some exports. She is making an export. Not only in Bangalore, she's also selling some items to Bombay and all, to some small dealers. Are you getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
And she is not disclosing that. So if she's doing that, she's not eligible. So what a officer of GST can raise a question. Urmila, your designs are available in some of the shops of Bombay also. Are you making interstate supply? If you are making interstate supply, you are not allowed to follow composition scheme. Can we take action against you? You please come and discuss with us. You please show us, reply to our email, is what they can say. Do you follow? Guys, getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Done.
The registered person can reply to the show cause notice in Form 6.
Right. So whatever details they are asking in Form 6, she has to reply. Everything happens online. That is the best thing Modi did. Everything is online. Okay, nobody can ask her bribes. Okay, go ahead. Next.
The proper officer can either accept the reply or can deny the scheme in Form 7 within 30 days.
Right. So either he has to accept or he has to say no. No, your explanation is not good. I think we will take action. First of all, your composition levy scheme is denied. We are rejecting it. Hmm.
A statement to inform GST ITC 01 containing details of stock on hand on the date of withdrawal of the scheme shall be filed electronically where the scheme has been withdrawn by the registered person or denied by the proper officer. If the scheme has been withdrawn at one location, then it will be withdrawn from all the locations or all businesses registered under the same PAN card.
Right. So if Urmila has 3 or 4 businesses registered under 3 or 4 businesses, if one business is rejected, all the other businesses also will get rejected. Does make sense?
Yes, sir.
That is about your composition scheme that we have discussed today. Okay. Now, with composition scheme, we will stop here. Why? Because I don't want to take further this one because this note is not also very complete. So let me take opportunity to add the proper note for you guys. Okay, it's a 183 pages note. So far we finished 35. Tomorrow at least we will finish 50. Okay, that means what? In 3 days we will be finishing 50 pages. That means if we go in that ratio, 3 into
6
3
days.
180 pages means how many pages, how many days
6
left?
days.
6 days. Okay, so by end of this Saturday Sunday or so, I think, maybe not Saturday Sunday, next week by this time we should be able to finish the GST. And Manisha, more than you, I was very happy that exams got extended,
Yes,
right?
yes, sir.
Make
Sir, I've been seeing for the opt-out scheme also, sir. They said it will be available
sorry.
for opt-out scheme, sir.
Why you want to do that or what?
Yes, sir. If I get a chance, then I think I'll go for it.
Why?
Because now I am in quarantine, sir, because my dad is got positive for COVID. So I already took 14 days leave.
I'm sorry. Ah, okay.
So that's the reason, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Be very, very careful. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I hope you'll recover very soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then, so we will again catch up tomorrow same time. Yeah. Meanwhile, tomorrow morning
Yes,
there is
sir.
a tax class again. Yeah. Morning income
Yes,
taxes.
sir.
Yeah? Take care. Bye. Tomorrow's class will be important. It will be 10 days. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.